Welcome back, my fellow patriots, to the Save Our Republic daily video series. Today is episode 50, hence I am in this celebratory outfit because, quite frankly, I was going to use it for New Year's, and I couldn't wear it then, so now I'm wearing it for today to celebrate this. This is new for those of you that have seen my other very similar outfit, but it is a new outfit because I was really hoping that I could use it during the pandemic, but not so far until today. Now, to celebrate, I'm going to talk about the 50 ways to love America. You may have heard that song, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. Well, it's a great song, but I think that 50 Ways to Love America would be more productive and interesting for our lives. So, here we go. Number 1, watch the original Star Wars trilogy. That's episodes 4, 5, and 6. Why? Because it really reminds you of the importance of freedom and rebellion to protect your unalienable rights. Number 2, sing God Bless America. I think you can figure that out why. 3, register to vote. If you haven't registered to vote, and you're eligible to do so, you need to be involved. 4, vote in presidential elections. Only about 60% or so people vote in presidential elections that are eligible voters. That's crazy. We need to get everyone involved. 5, read James Madison's Memorial and Remonstrance Against Religious Assessments. That's James Madison's Memorial and Remonstrance Against Religious Assessments. It laid the foundation for the free exercise of religion and the First Amendment, as well as the disestablishment of churches. It is really interesting. It's a little bit of a difficult read, but it won't take you that long. 6, vote in state elections. The amount of people that vote in presidential elections is the highest level, then it drops to state. Why shouldn't it be the same? 7, vote in county and local elections. Again, every time you have the ability to vote, you should. 8, vote for your judges. Now, in many states, judges are up for election. They're on a nonpartisan ballot. Sometimes they're on a partisan ballot, and most people don't bother to vote. There's a huge drop-off between, maybe it's not most, but many people choose not to vote for your judges. So I'm elected, and I certainly hope people in my county actually pay attention to who the people are. Often it's a name game. That's very sad. We should not do justice that way. We should do it based on the reasoning, the experience, the judicial philosophy of the judges. So take the time to learn who your judges are. Nobody cares who your judge is until you're before the judge. Then all of a sudden, he or she is the most important person in your life. 9, read the Declaration of Independence. 10, watch The Lord of the Rings, or read it. Why? Because the One Ring of Power is all about tyranny and oppression and how there's a fellowship to try to stop that oppression and dictatorship from taking control. View it in that lens. It's awesome. 11, read a Federalist paper, or better yet, read all the Federalist papers. 12, read the Constitution. I've been going through it a little bit in this video series. Sit down and read it. It's not that long. 13, get someone else to read the Declaration of Independence. 14, get someone else to read the Constitution. 15, learn the words to the Star-Spangled Banner. There was a poll that was taken a few years ago, and quite frankly, it's kind of appalling how many people don't know the words. They're a little old-fashioned, but when you're at a ball game or something like that, you really ought to know the words instead of just going. And then 16, go to a baseball game, America's sport. 17, donate to a charity. 18, go to a football game because really that's America's second sport. 19, sing the Battle Hymn of the Republic. What a great song. You may have sung it in elementary school but haven't done it since. Go ahead and do that. 20, go to a basketball game, America's third sport. Fabulous sport. All those, attend those and celebrate the genius of Americans. 21, donate to a political candidate. 22, volunteer for a political candidate. 23, read 1984. If you've read it a long time ago, read it again, or Fahrenheit 451 or some other thing in that genre. 24, actually commemorate Memorial Day. Memorial Day was a sacred day of devotion for the blessings of liberty to those who gave their last full measure of devotion to us, who died in combat. And we used to decorate the graves of the fallen soldiers. And now it's an empty excuse for a 3-day weekend and barbecues, as well as sales. Really, just spend a few minutes on Memorial Day giving thanks, gratitude, and maybe decorating a grave or going to a service that maybe your local city or county host. They're out there. You just need to do that. 25, listen to the Rush song, The Trees. It's a hard rock song. It has a great message. I suggest you listen to it. 26, attend a school board meeting. 27, read the 10 Commandments. We all kind of know that there are these things called the 10 Commandments, but actually read them and figure out why it might be important that Americans should know them. 28, fly an American flag at your home. 29, listen to Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. Amazing. 30, visit a local history museum. 31, watch Casablanca. A great film. I just watched it the other day with my son. 32, learn the preamble to the Constitution. You know, I went through that in the last few videos. We the people, learn it so you know it. 33, learn the Gettysburg Address. 7 years ago. It's remarkable. It's only about 250 words. Transformational. 34, recite the Declaration of Independence out loud on Independence Day. And I do this at my home where I pull out the Declaration of Independence, a little handbook, and I pass it around. You know, everyone reads like a line. It means something. It really changes the celebration to really kind of drive home the idea of why we do celebrate Independence Day. 35, say the Pledge of Allegiance. I open up my my courtroom in the courthouse every day with the Pledge of Allegiance, and I still have people that come to me and tell me how grateful they are that I do that. So if you find an opportunity to do it when you can, it does drive home the point. 36, petition the government. Right? If you're upset with something, instead of just venting, complaining about it, create a petition. Maybe it's an online petition. Maybe it's an email chain. Maybe it's old-fashioned, pen to paper. Petition the government, send it in. And I'll tell you, if you petition your local government, your local school board, this going to have a dramatic impact because they so often don't hear from their constituents that somebody that would take the time to do a petition would mean a lot. 37, read A Brave New World. 38, be engaged on social media in a positive and constructive way. 39, watch Singing in the Rain. 40, be nice on social media. If you're going to follow my advice on number 38, be nice. Be nice, be nice, be nice. Be civil. 41, don't consider political opponents your enemies. Demonization has to stop. We have to start opening our eyes and our ears and being humble and not demonize people that we oppose. 42, listen to an opposing political elected official's speech and see what you can learn. Listen with an open mind. Maybe they're saying something that you don't know. Maybe there's a flaw in their argument that you could help fill in. Maybe you'll be convinced. Or maybe you'll just see that there's a better way to address their challenges that they present to you. 43, listen to news from several viewpoints. I do this. I listen to podcasts that are from what I would consider to be very liberal sources, very conservative sources. I listen to libertarians. I listen to socialists. I listen to a lot of history. So listen to news from several viewpoints to open up your eyes. It's amazing what you can learn that way. 44, subscribe to the Be Reasonable podcast. That is Be Reasonable podcast. 45, watch Star Trek, the original series episode, Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. That's Let That Be Your Last Battlefield. You'll see why once you start watching. 46, buy my book, America's Survival Guide, How to Stop America's Impending Suicide by Reclaiming Our Founding First Principles in History at americasurvivalguide.com. 47, subscribe to the Patriot Lessons American History and Civics podcast, a real deep dive no one else does in connection with American history and civics. Again, that's Patriot Lessons American History and Civics podcast. 48, visit patriotweek.org. 49, like and share this video. And 50, love each other. Until tomorrow, God bless you and God bless America.